Good morning, students. I am your English teacher, Mr. Parikshit Rana. Welcome you all in this YouTube channel. Friends, today we will discuss our new chapter, unit number 1, The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. It is the first unit of 11th English medium, taken from the book Hornbill. So I will explain line to line. Concentrate here. My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. She had been old and wrinkled. Wrinkled means here having lines. So there was a lines on the face of the grandmother of the writer. For 20 years that I had known her. So writer has seen her since 20 years as an old lady, as his grandmother. People said that she had once been young and pretty and had even had a husband. This is the belief of a people. People means the family members and other people thought that they believed that, or they informed the writer that once upon a time she was looking very beautiful. But that was hard to believe. Why writer has used these words, hard to believe? Because he has seen her as an old lady since 20 years. My grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece. Mantelpiece means here shelf above the fireplace in the drawing room. So the portrait or a picture or a photo of a grandfather was on the wall above the fireplace. He wore a big turban and loose-fitting clothes. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest, and he looked at least 100 years old. So white beard covered the best part of his chest. It means his beard was so long that it covered the whole part of the chest, and look at least 100 years old, and he was looking like a person of 100 years old. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or children. When we see the photograph of the grandfather, he was not looking like a person that have a wife or children. He looked as if he could only have a lots and lots of grandchildren. So he was looking like a person. It means he was looking very old, that he has a lots of grandchildren. As for my grandmother being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. People believed that he was pretty, but this thought was almost revolting. Revolting means hard to believe. So it is hard, it is difficult to believe for the writer that she was beautiful or pretty. Why? Because he has seen her old since 20 years. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child. So grandmother always explained about different types of games which she played in her childhood. That seemed quite absurd, means illogical, ridiculous, and undignified, means disrespectful on her part, and we treated it like the fables. But it is difficult to believe the stories of a grandmother for the writer. He considered it like a fables. Fables means some oral stories of the prophet. Prophet means here saints. She used to tell us. So राइटर के लिए ये मानना डिफ़िकल्ट था, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपनी ग्रैंड मदर को ओल्ड ही देखा हुआ था, कभी यंग देखा नहीं था। तो जो भी वह यंग एज की स्टोरी सुनाती थी वो राइटर को मानने के लिए थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट था। वो समझ नहीं पा रहे थे कि ये सच है या झूठ। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। शी हैड ऑलवेज बीन शॉर्ट एंड फैट एंड स्लाइटली बेंट। आगे से थोड़ी झुकी हुई थी। बेंट मीन्स हर फेस वॉज अ क्रिस क्रॉस। क्रिस क्रॉस मीन्स lines crossing one another, of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. So there were different type of wrinkles on the face of her face of the grandmother. No, we were certain she had always been as we had known her, old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older, and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. She could never have been pretty. राइटर ऐसा मान रहे थे कि वो प्रीटी नहीं हो सकती, बिकॉज when he has seen her since 20 years, she was not looking pretty, but she was always beautiful. Writer has used here two words, pretty and beautiful. Here pretty means outward appearance of the grandmother was not beautiful, but inner appearance, internal appearance of the grandmother was beautiful, means her heart was beautiful. She was nice lady. Her behavior was very good. She hobbled means walk in an awkward way. Walk in an awkward way, लंगड़ाते हुए चलना. About the house in the spotless white, with one hand resting on her waist to balance her stoop. Stoop means bends one body forward. वो थोड़ा आगे से झुककर चलती थी, और by taking the help of the stick, and the other telling the beads of her rosary. rosary क्या होता है? ये एक माला होती है जो वृद्ध लोग जाप जपते हैं। यानी हम गायत्री मंत्र पढ़े तो 108 बार 108 बार हमें पढ़ना पड़ता है गायत्री मंत्र। तो वो माला लेकर जाप करते हैं। मोती की जो माला होती है 1 by 1 घुमाकर हम गॉड को याद करते हैं, यानी मंत्र का जाप करते हैं। तो रोजरी मीन्स माला, अ स्ट्रिंग ऑफ स्मॉल राउंड पीस ऑफ वुड। हर सिल्वर लॉक्स, हियर सिल्वर locks means hair. Her hair was silver, were scatter means spread untidily, disorder, over her pale puckered face. So her silver hair always spread on her face, and her lips constantly moved in inaudible. Inaudible means which can't be heard. Prayer, वो मन ही मन भगवान को याद करती थी, प्रेयर करती थी। उसके जो मन ही मन में वह मंत्र का जाप करती थी ऐसा। यस, शी वॉज ब्यूटीफुल, शी वॉज लाइक द विंटर लैंडस्केप। सो हियर राइटर कंपेयर हर विद द लैंडस्केप ऑफ विंटर, मीन्स सीनरी ऑफ विंटर इन द माउंटेन्स एंड expanse of pure white serenity, peace and calm. So she was very peaceful and calm lady, breathing peace and contentment. My grandmother and I were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city. When the parents of the Khushwant Singh went to the city to settle, at that time she left him at the house of his grandmother, and we were constantly together. For a long time they lived together. She used to wake me up in the morning and get me ready for the school. She said her morning prayer in a monotonous sing song while she bathed. So while taking bath she sung a song and dressed me in the hoped that I would listen and get to know it by heart, and she urged that I have also learned that prayer. उनकी ग्रैंड मदर का मानना था कि मेरे साथ साथ ये लर्न बाय हार्ट, यानी वो लर्न कर ले ये प्रेयर और रोज बोले. आई लिसन बिकॉज आई लव्ड हर वॉइस. वाई द राइटर लिसन एंड लाइक टू द सॉन्ग ऑफ द ग्रैंड मदर? बिकॉज हर वॉइस वर मेलोडियस. I loved her voice, but never bothered to learn it. Writer could not try to learn the prayer of the grandmother. Then she would fetch my wooden slate, which she had already washed and plastered. Wooden slate, पहले के ज़माने में लोग स्लेट का यूज़ करते थे और उसके ऊपर पेन या चौक से लिखते थे. हमारी तरह आज की तरह हम नोटबुक जैसे यूज़ करते थे, वैसे पहले के लोग नोटबुक यूज़ किया करते नहीं थे. सो वॉश एंड प्लास्टर. हियर प्लास्टर मीन्स कवर्ड विथ अ लेयर ऑफ प्लास्टर विथ येलो chalk, a tiny earthen ink pot and a red pen. Tie them all in a bundle and hand it to me. So here Khushwant Singh wants to say us that her grandmother prepared a bag for the Khushwant Singh. After a breakfast for a thick stale chapati. Stale means not a fresh. अगले दिन की जो हमने अगर शाम को रोटी बनाई है और सुबह खाए तो वो थोड़ी बासी हो जाती है. तो like that, stale chapati, not fresh, with a little butter and sugar spread on it. We went to school. Both the grandmother and the grandson, yani Khushwant Singh, both went together to the school. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs. In order to feed the dogs of the village or the street, she took some chapatis with her. My grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to the temple. The priest taught us the alphabet. So here the priest himself of the temple taught the children spiritual lesson, moral lessons, taught us the alphabet and the morning prayer, while the children sat in row on either side of the veranda, singing the alphabet or the prayer in a chorus. Chorus means in a group. My grandmother sat inside reading the scriptures. At that time the grandmother read the spiritual books in the temple. They went together in the school and they come back also together at the house. When we had both finished, we would walk back together. This time the village dogs would meet us at the temple door. Now village dogs were waiting for the chapatis at the temple door. They followed us to our home, growling and fighting with each other for the chapatis we threw to them. So here grandmother, this is the habit of grandmother to feed the dogs. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. They sent for us means they call both the grandmother and the Khushwant Singh. That was the turning point in our friendship. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. In the village she went with the Khushwant Singh to the school, but now in the city it is not possible to go to school with the grandson. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. So Khushwant Singh went in a school bus in a English medium school. There were no dogs in the streets and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. So in the village it was her habit to feed the dogs, but here in the city there were no dogs, so that she fed the sparrows. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. For sometimes the continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, the world being round, etc. This made her unhappy. Now the grandmother became unhappy. Why? Because she could not help me with my lessons. She did not believe in the things they taught at the English school and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures. The teacher did not teach about God and scriptures. So she was not happy with the teachers and she was not happy with the teaching of the teachers. One day, I announced that we were being given music lessons. She was very disturbed. To her, music had lewd, means indecent, association. It was the monopoly of harlots and beggars. Here, harlots means prostitute, and beggars, and not meant for gentle folk. So she thought that this music are generally used for the or these harlots and beggars use such type of music, or they learn the music. This is the actually nowadays children take part in different activities of dance and singing. But in old days, this is the belief of the grandmother that only beggars and heralds learn the music. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She rarely talked to me after that. अब ग्रैंडमदर ने धीरे धीरे उस खुशवंत सिंह के साथ बोलना कम कर दिया, यानी उसके साथ कम बातचीत करती थी, क्योंकि ये जो स्पिरिचुअल लेसन उसके पास जो नॉलेज था वो स्पिरिचुअल और गॉड से रिलेटेड था। पर यहाँ इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल में ऐसा कुछ सिखाया जा नहीं रहा था, इसीलिए वह धीरे धीरे उनसे दूर हो गई। Okay friends, the remaining chapter we will continue in next period.